Types of words. Words may be defined in different ways from different perspectives, with each perspective picking out a somewhat different object. So we can define words syntactically and phonologically. So linguists distinguish phonological words, grammatical words, and lexemes. So let's look at phonological words by linguists. What are phonological words? Are they different from syntactical words? In phonology, a word is a string of sounds that behaves as a unit for certain kinds of phonological processes, especially stress or accent. Stress is very important. So it's a string of sounds. According to phonology, the word can be defined as a string of sounds and it then behaves as a unit, right? But one thing we must keep in our mind that stress plays a very important role in defining words phonologically. Every phonological word has a main stress. We all know that single syllable word has one stress in the beginning, two syllable has one stress on one of the syllables, three has one stress on one of the three syllables, and this is how all English words have stress, right? Every phonological word has a main stress, primary stress. Separate elements written as a word but do not have their own stress are not phonological words in English. So it means that if there is any word which is separate from a stress word, that does not exist as a word phonologically. We can have an example of the white dogs ran for the lake. If you look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This sentence has 7 words syntactically, but it has 4 words: white, dogs, ran, and lake. And 3 of the words, it is used twice, and 4. 3 of the words do not have stress. So it means that phonologically they are not words. The string for the lake written as 3 separate words is a single phonological word. It must be astonishing for you people to see this fact that combination of 3 words, a phrase, right, a prepositional phrase, will be taken as a single word phonologically because it has one stress, and that is on the lake. So it means that for and they, as they do not have stress, maybe especially for, may it have some stress somewhere else, and then it will be counted as word. But in this sentence, it cannot be counted as a word because the main stress is on the lake. So items like the and for phonologically depend on adjacent words are called clitics. So there are certain instances in which some word depends on the words coming after and coming before. So these words depend on their host. So this phenomena is known as clitics. So syntactically, clitics pattern like distinct words, but they cannot stand alone phonologically. So for the lake, in which for and the are clitics, and their host is lake, right? They depend for stress on the word lake. Proclitics, if proclitics precede their host, I mean in the same sentence, for the lake, for the come before the host, so this can be termed as proclitics, and if it comes after, it means enclitics. They are known as enclitics, right? So the words which depend for stress on their hosts are called proclitics or enclitics. Well-known example of clitics are the contracted forms of English auxiliary verb be. We know that, for example, in a sentence, Mary is here or we are in this together, we know that we have a verb, contracted form of the verb to be. So they are the example of clitics because first they depend on the host that comes before them. We can have another types of words. Content words and function words. Content words meaning career words. They carry meaning. They are nouns, verbs. They tell us our feelings, our attitudes, adjective, adverbs. And we have function words like pronouns, helping a verb or auxiliary verb, was, am, should, etc. Demonstratives, this, those, adverbs, right? And prepositions, etc. Function words are very important to convey the meaning of the sentence. For example, function words are very important. Let's look at a sentence. If we took the function words out of the speech, it would be hard to figure out what was going on, right? So, if we take out the function word from this very sentence, we are left with took function words, speech, figure, hard, figure, right? Going on. It's a phrasal verb, so it will be taken as one word together. So we see that we do not understand what actually the sentence means. So function words are equally very important to convey the meaning of the whole sentence. Another type of words, or we have another term for the word, that is lexemes. For example, we take the word dog. Used as a noun, it is a canine. We have another use of the word dogs. It is a noun, hooked or U-shaped device used for gripping away heavy objects. And the same word in its third use is used as verb, to follow closely and persistently. If we look at these three words, or three types of the same words, three token of the same words, we find that the words have different meanings in different sentences. They are used differently, though phonologically they are the same, they have the same sound, right? But they have different meanings. Semantically they are different from others. So though we can say that A and C do share some meaning, or we can trace the meaning of C with the help of the meaning of A, right? When we want to distinguish among phonologically similar forms on the basis of their differing meanings, as in the example we have just seen, we call each a separate lexeme. So dog A, B and C are the instances of lexeme, right? A lexeme is a theoretical construct that corresponds roughly to one of the common senses of the term word. So it's a theoretical construct. We call it, so rabbit and rabbits, they are the lexemes. They are two tokens of the same words. So we refer to them as the same, as different lexeme of the same word. So we have differentiated on the basis of difference of meaning. So when a same sounding words has different meanings, so it becomes a lexeme.